by the definition of school certificate or its equivalent in section 318 of the 1999 Constitution, you don't need a WAEC certificate to become president or governor. But if you present a forged WAEC or other certificate to INEC for any office, you will be disqualified. So this is one of the trending posts on Twitter. I mean, many people are like saying that, oh, Festus Keyamo once tweeted this tweet. So today, the APC people are coming out to say, that the case that Atiku embarked on, I mean, the journey embarked on to the United States does not make any meaning. He came back empty-handed. But we know that something is in it. They are trying to like shift our attention from the real issue. But we've made up our minds that we can't be distracted anymore. So I'll be bringing Dr. Etel to take us through this. We want to look at the transcript. We want to look at the role of the judiciary in all this. We also want to look at the role of the media, because it appears the media, I mean the key media houses, they've not really played their role in this case. They've not really dug deep into this thing to like bring out some of the facts. Sometimes it appears they're even afraid to like ask real questions, if not for people like Rufai and the few others. Some of them will just like ask their questions up. So I'll be bringing Dr. Etel to like digest this for us, go through the transcripts and bring in some of the facts that we all have to know, because I know that this case alone is enough to disqualify the sitting president. Nigerians must stick to that. And you can see Festus Keyamo once canvassed for this, that if anybody submits a forged WAEC or any other certificate to INEC, that person should be disqualified. Now, it has caught them. Let's see how they are trying to like escape, but I believe that the judiciary is really going to do the needful. So, Doc, I want to bring you in. Please just take us through what we have for today so that our viewers get to know what you have for them.
Okay, fellow Nigerians and lovers of Nigeria and Nigeria, good evening, and it's good for us to hang out once again in our normal time. Everybody relax. I've got my cup of coffee here. Let's just relax and have fun. If it is too hot where you are, if you're in somewhere very hot like Saudi Arabia or Dubai, you should have a cool drink. And let's just talk Nigeria. Okay, based on what Ifeoma has said so far, we can summarize it in 3 ways. And that is basically what we prepare to discuss with us tonight. We want to debunk the lies flying around in the media about the real damaging information that is in the deposition transcript. We need to bring it up, and by so doing, debunk the lie that is flying in bought-up media houses. Secondly, we also want to bring to our notice this night the corruption that is wrecking our judiciary and how it is already destroying our democracy, including the Supreme Court appeal to the Supreme Court about the presidential elections. And finally, we want to bring it right before our doorstep that indeed our media houses have been bought over by APC and their supporters to do what? To bury the truth, both with what is happening in what happened in US and what is still happening in Nigeria. Meanwhile, before I go further, let's take a look at this particular Festus Keyamo's tweet. It was done 10:25 a.m., 15th April 2019, 4 years ago, 4 years plus. When they think they are doing well, so to say, they begin to remember the Constitution, they begin to quote it. When it goes against them, they begin to spin it in their favor. Festus Keyamo tweeted here like a lawyer who went to school. His tweet here corroborates the judgment of the Supreme Court and the Appeal Court with respect to forged documents in elections. Look at him. He said it. He said, you don't need a WAEC certificate to become president. And that was when he was defending Buhari. You don't need a WAEC certificate to become president or governor. But if you present a forged WAEC or other certificate to INEC for any office, you will be disqualified. That is Festus Keyamo. Can Festus Keyamo stand today boldly and look Nigeria in the face and deny that this is not true and nothing but the truth with respect to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Electoral Act, Section 137, subsection 1J of our Constitution says it? Okay, now let us move on. Maybe we'll start with this transcript as a summary to play what happened today with the Arise News. Let's play that Arise News video, where I see my friend
Position made by Carl Westberg, the witness of the Chicago State University in the case of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's request for the release of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's school records in the yet-to-be certified transcript obtained by our sister publication, This Day Newspapers. Westberg told the court that the diploma, which is also called a certificate, that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu presented to INEC was not like the ones issued by the university in 1979, but however looked more like those produced in the 1990s. Well, in one breath, Westberg also claimed that CSU did not find any diploma issued by 1979 to Tinubu, but in another breath claimed that the school had in its file the diploma dated June 27, 1979, which was the copy released last year to Enahoro Eba under the order of a U.S. court. Well, let's go over some excerpt of the deposition transcript. Carl Westberg was responding to questions from Angela Liu, lawyer to Atiku Abubakar. The question from Angela goes, "You have never seen a diploma that cut off the signature of Herbert Conley position like this?" Answer, correct. Question, and CSU does not have a 1979 diploma that contains the font, CL signatories and wording apart from the INEC diploma? Westberg answered correct. Question, so CSU does not know of any diploma dated 1979 like the INEC diploma that has ever been issued? Answer, correct. Question, and CSU has no record of issuing this INEC diploma to President Tinubu in 1979. Westberg answered correct. Another question, and CSU did not issue a diploma dated June 27, 1979 to Tinubu in 1979. Westberg answered correct. Well, another transcript there. Angela asks,
let's hold on.
The diploma says...
Let's hold on. So we don't lose the track of this. As the military would say in those days when they were in power, fellow Nigerians, with all that is flying in the media, the likes of TVC, PM News, and all what have you today, what did this transcript so far say to us? Did it? He said no. The INEC diploma they are calling means the particular certificate submitted to INEC. They have given it. I have the transcript with me though. If you want it as usual, it could be sent to you people, sent to us. Okay, I don't know if we can. We'll send it as a link. If I could do it from tomorrow, it's 155 pages. We've gone through it. Everything is indicting. Everything is killing. Everything is a minus. The certificate that was issued, the INEC diploma, is not the same diploma. They don't have it. It is a 1979 diploma certificate that looked like the one issued in the 1990s. These people also say they did not see anywhere where there was an application for a reissuance of certificate. There was no application for a certificate to be reissued, not in 1990s, not in the 80s, not in the 2000s and co. So you can see the first page so far we have gone through. Does it look to you people that the man we are talking is exonerated, as is flying in the media? The answer is capital no. Continue, please.
It was granted on June 22nd, 1979. Westberg answered, Yes. Question. And CSU did not have a board of trustees in 1979, did it? Answer. True. Another question. So let's look at the signature on the INEC diploma on the right. It looks like one of the signatories from Elnora Daniel, correct? Answer. Yes. Another question. And Elnora Daniel was not the chair or president of CSU in 1979, correct? Answer. Correct. Angela also asks, she was president in 1998 to 2008, correct? Well, Westberg answer, as far as I'm aware. Well, you know this has caused a lot of reactions, guys, because, you know, is it the word forgery or the certification? But let me take a tweet from David Hudeni, who wrote, just got a hold of the written copy of yesterday's deposition. And yeah, Chicago State is in just as much trouble. Well, apart from confirming that the certificate submitted to INEC is a forgery, they also confirm that they have no way of knowing that Bola A. Tinubu and Bola Ahmed Tinubu are in fact the same person. Well, Temitope Ajayi also in response, I believe he is the press secretary to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he wrote, we should be clear. In the deposition made by the Chicago State University, there was nowhere the university said the certificate presented to INEC by President Tinubu is fake. The university insisted on that oath that President Tinubu graduated with honors, and even at that, replacements for lost certificates are done by vendors, not the university. They claim that President Tinubu submitted.
Hold on. You have seen, I know you will say, but maybe David Hunde is already an opposition. That's true. But even if David Hunde is an opposition, did he lie? Because I have a copy of this same transcript. It's 155 pages. I have a copy. But look at what the press secretary to the president is saying. That there is nowhere. When you can see all the questions asked, the man, Westberg, is the registrar. The registrar of the university. The registrar of the university said that there is the certificate that was the INEC diploma, what they call it, has a model of 1990s, but not in the 79. That is number one. The INEC diploma was signed, as it were, Elnora Daniels, who was not even a member of the board of trustees or employed by the university in the 79s. So apparently somebody hacked into the certificate model of the 1990s and cleaned up a name and inserted another name there, because at that particular time, the office they assigned to Elnora was the office she was holding then. And the chief press secretary to the president is saying there is nowhere. We don't have the time. If we really have the time, we'll go back and play back from where we have listened to this night and compare it with this president press secretary saying. And you can see how the lie is a big fat lie. We really don't have much time to continue. Now, I think we need to pause it here. We've made our case this night. There is an indicting and indicting. When you're done reading these 155 pages, you ask yourself, are we not ashamed as Nigerians that this is what a small boy that finished his master's degree in 2013? Because the guy who is registered then now just finished his master's degree in 2013. How do I know? Because he stated when he graduated, the university where he graduated, everything is in the transcript. Look at the kind of information he's using to damage the president of a whole country, over 200 million people.